Hello, Mitech Partners. This video will show you how to create a Comcast business quote in your back office. The first thing you want to do is log in to your back office. Go to mitechbiz.com and enter in your login credentials. Let's get logged in here, and this is pretty simple, but I'm going to walk you through it like you don't know anything about how to create a Comcast business quote. Now, I'm going to assume you've already entered in your customer or prospect and they have a customer information profile like XYZ Incorporated. Okay, so that's that. Next thing we're going to do here, as you can see, this is a sample customer prospect. So we just created XYZ Incorporated, 123 Main Street. This is not a legitimate address. So as you can see, the U.S. Postal Service has not verified this address. So it says address error. All right, but we're still going to be able to build a Comcast business quote and just follow my lead here. First thing we're going to do is go under geo quote, and you see all of these letters here stand for something. The D stands for data, the V stands for voice, I stands for integrated, voice and data, M stands for MPLS, N stands for network services, and P2P stands for point to point. What we're going to do to create a Comcast business quote is click D under geo quote. All right, this is going to pop up, and it's basically saying, hey, the phone number you put in is not necessarily, it may be a cell phone. Do you want to maximize your options? I always click yes here. So let's just click yes, maximize results. We're going to shop for business cable because Comcast is a business cable company. And we're going to hit continue. Now what it's going to do here is shop for services that are serviceable for the address that we put in the system. As you can remember, we put in a fake address. So this may give us some issues, but I wanted to give us issues because if you have the same problem, you'll know what to do. Sometimes we put in an address and we may inadvertently enter in the wrong zip code or the wrong address, period, and we'll have some issues here. Okay, so as you can see, this address did not read that Comcast was serviceable. But let's say we're in a footprint or market where we know it's serviceable. The neighbor has Comcast. Everybody in this particular office building has Comcast. So what we'll do is come down here to where it says manually add cable results to this quote. You can manually add cable results. Comcast Business pops up, and always click generate Comcast pricing. Now this is going to enable us to generate Comcast pricing. Okay. We can uncheck exceed. Exceed, by the way, is a satellite internet option, but we're going to look at Comcast only. So let's say this particular customer, XYZ Incorporated, has 5 phone lines, and they need a really good internet connection, and they have a TV in the waiting room for their customers. Okay, so we need these 3 services: internet, phone, and TV service. As you can see, everything down here just disappeared. Where'd it go? Well, we've got to click show promotional pricing in order for that to happen. Let's click OK, and now we've got all of the bundled pricing showing for internet, phone, and TV. Let's say we just wanted internet and phone. Well, we would uncheck TV, and now all of the double play internet and phone options would show up. Make sense? But in this example, we're doing internet, phone, and TV. We have a term option here for 1, 2, or 3 years. I always go with the 3-year options because I want my residuals to last for 3 years, but more importantly, the customer gets the best deal, and we can give them free installation when they choose a 3-year option. And for bandwidth services, we can choose which bandwidth we want to show, right? So let's say we want to start off with at least 50 meg here, okay? As you can see, they go all the way up to 1 gig. Now let's scroll down and look at all of our options. This shows the plan description, this column here. Then we see the bandwidth. Everything comes with a modem. 0 installation because everything has a 3-year term. We see the pricing. This is the base pricing. And then on this side, you can see your recurring commission. Okay. Now again, this is a sample deal, so everything is a sample here. Now, this customer has 5 lines. So in order to add the 5 lines to this base price, we have to click configure. But if we wanted to look at a 50 meg price, here it is. Here's 75 meg, we've got 100 meg, and we've got several other options down here too. And you may be asking, well, looks like we have 2 50 meg options and 2 75 meg options and so forth. Well, we have to look at the plan description to see the difference, okay? And the main difference is the type of phone line. This first one shows a mobility voice line, which is basically voice over IP through Comcast. They get a $15 discount off each line. This second option shows a full featured voice line, no discount. So as you can see, it's a little bit more expensive. A full featured line is basically an analog line. A mobility line is a voice over IP line. So this is important because if the customer is using the lines for fire alarm or a fax machine or something like that, they need to get a full featured line. If they're using the lines for voice only, then they can use the mobility lines. Make sense? So let's say this customer is going to be using 4 of the lines for voice and 1 line for fax. So we would go here to click configure to configure this particular solution. Quote information page is going to pop up. With a 50 meg, we always want to give the customer free Wi-Fi. So I'm going to click business Wi-Fi standard. Let's say they need 1 static IP. I'm going to choose that there. I'm going to come down here and click 4 mobility lines and 1 full featured line for that fax. Okay. The TV package they want to get ESPN. So ESPN actually comes in the standard package. And this is private view because it is a healthcare facility. Okay. Public view means it's a restaurant or a bar. If that's the case, we would just click public view and choose which option we wanted. Okay. If you need the channel lineups for each of these packages, they are in on the Forms tab or My Docs tab on the website. And the password there is Mitech 2013. And let's say we just got 1 TV here. So we're just going to click 1. And we're going to click update and create paperwork. Now it's going to take us through a series of verifications. So we're going to just verify the services that we just chose and click next. We're going to verify the address again. Make sure it's right. If there's a suite number, we're going to put it right there and click next. We're going to verify the primary contact. And we can add a cell phone, a pager, can you believe it? Or a fax if we want to, but you don't have to. Click next. We're going to verify the billing address. If they want the bill to go to a different address, we're going to put it here. We're going to verify the technical contact information. Now you can leave this all the same as it is. It's just going to enter in the main contact info. But if you want to change it and add an IT contact, that will go there. And then we're going to let the application know if we're adding new lines or porting old phone numbers. Let's say we're porting 1 phone number, the main number. We would put the phone number here and put the carrier that they currently have. And let's say the next 4 will be new lines. And we would click one of these options if we wanted voicemail. And then click next. Pop-up comes up saying, hey, we're going to need a copy of the phone bill. Just remember, if you're porting phone numbers, you always need a copy of the phone bill. Next page shows us that we can set up the hunt group. So if we wanted to do that, we would just click that and set it up. Equipment configuration. If you want to, you can put the model of phone system that they have. I have never filled out this information, so you don't have to do it. All right, next page shows us the directory listing preferences. So if they want to be published, it's free, costs money to be non-published. Phone number, we would put here. The main number, if they were getting all new numbers, we would just put new right here. Listing display is going to list the name of the company and what they do. So I'm just going to put healthcare and click next. What's their caller ID going to say? Well, it's going to say the name of the company. Okay. Call blocking, no. Hit next. And we ordered a static IP on page 1 of this application. So what are they going to be using the static IP for? Let's just say alarm security. And we're going to come down here and click generate contract. Now, the contract is going to be emailed to you, whatever email you have in the system here. And if you want to access it from the customer page, you just click customer information page to go back to that customer. Scroll down a little bit, and you can see here you have a PDF document under attached documents that produces our Comcast Business paperwork. So let's go over the paperwork here. At the top, it has customer information. Then we have the services that we chose. So we wanted voice, internet, and TV. 36-month contract. On the left here, we have voice selections. So we chose 4 mobility voice lines, 3 plus 1. As you can see, the first 3 are $44.95 each, and you get $15 off of each of those lines. So they're really about $30 a piece. And then the 4th line and above is $29.95 each, $30 basically. And then we got 1 full featured line, which is $39.95. Okay. The EMTA is the voice equipment or the voice modem, which is $14.95 a month, comes with it. We have a static IP here at $19.95. Oh, and we've got the 50 meg internet, which came to $109.95. We actually got $10 off of it down here. On the right, we have the business class TV option standard, which is $59.95, and we only got 1 TV. Okay. As you can see in this box here, the installation fee was waived. The voice activation fee is not waived. Okay, so for the first 4 voice lines, the customer is always charged $29.95 per line for the first 4 phone lines. This is whether reporting lines, getting new lines, or even transferring service to a new address. They're going to be charged $29.95 per line as an activation fee for the first 4 lines. This fee cannot be waived. So on their first bill, they will see a one-time charge of $119.80. Okay, if they only had 1 line, it'd be just $29.95. All right, so let's scroll down here. On the second page, it shows the line that we're going to port plus the other 4 new phone numbers. And on page 3 is where the terms and conditions is shown. Plus, this is where the customer will authorize this particular service order agreement. They will sign here, print, title, and date it. We're going to leave this blank. That's for Comcast. And this is our LOA, letter of agency. Since we're porting a number, they will need to sign the bottom of this as well and date it. Okay. Once we have this document, all you need to do is email it to orders@mitechpartners.com. You need to submit the order. And if you don't know how to submit an order, all you do is just click order information here and follow the steps. There's also a video on how to submit an order online, so make sure you watch that. It's a very quick 1-minute video. But all you would do is email that signed document to orders@mitechpartners.com and submit the order here, and you are done. Let me know if you got any questions. You can always email us at admin@mitechopportunity.com. We'll see you at the top. Take care.